Hi Aquarius, welcome back to POSH. I'm doing a Pave the Way spread for April 2022. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for spending this time with me. And I pray things are going in your favor, Aquarius. If anything's not going in your favor, I pray things turn in your favor very, very soon. This reading is for Aquarius, any aspects of Aquarius in your natal chart, if your North Node is in Aquarius, or if you just love to watch Aquarius tarot readings, this is for you. But it is Aquarius energy. So I'm using the Tarot of the Abyss by Anatolia. It's my only black and white deck, and I absolutely love it. There are two Ten of Swords, I believe, and two Three of Swords as well. I believe so. Really love this deck. It's probably only like the 13th or 14th time I'm using it, and it really gives a very in-depth, deep dive reading. The imagery is different from any other decks I've used. So I'm just putting that out there. I don't get any money for saying that or recommending any decks. Just when I like something and it clicks with me, I like to share it. And oftentimes people will, message me and contact me and ask me which decks I use. So I really try to put that out there. I know some of you are also tarot readers or you're learning tarot. So I always put that out there. Universal Folk Oracle is my new deck from Anita in Variety. She is actually getting voted for. You could check out her Instagram page if you want to find out more information or vote for her. I don't get any money for saying that. I don't know her personally, but I really love this deck. It's an empowerment deck, and even though it is flowery a little bit with nature, it's very deep. It's a lot of things to see in every card that can trigger the subconscious for different things. And I really, really adore this deck. I found it through Tabby, Tarot Association of the British Isles, which I'm a member of. And so check that out as well, Tabby. And this deck, they did a write-up on, and immediately I was like, I really need to find out more about that. So I'm really happy that I purchased it. So let's get to it. I'm going to move forward with your Pave the Way spread. The first card out of this spread that I created a few days ago is going to be 1, the root cause, 2, the situation at hand, 3, the present feeling. The fourth card will be the choice 1 or road 1 or path 1. And then the fifth card will be road 2, choice 2, path 2. Okay? We'll do some clarifiers. So I have Lola Brigida over here. You can't see her outside of the camera, but she is on the Chase Lounge here, just chilling out with me. What was that, Lola? Our neighbor has a dumpster, and I think they're selling their house. Hopefully they sell it to nice people. But whatever they do, I wish them luck. But they definitely have a dumpster out there throwing a lot of things out. I think they're doing spring cleaning a little bit early. All of us do some type of spring cleaning. I also feel like in the springtime we do some soul cleaning. So let's see what comes up with this spread for you. Root cause, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands here, Aquarius, is burdens, heavy burdens, a lot of energy you're carrying on your back. Possibly your motivations have not outgrew you, but your motivations could have got, maybe they're in a lot of directions and they become a burden for you. It could also be you're carrying whatever you're trying to build has become a burden with 10 of Wands. So the situation at hand is 10 of Swords. Wow. Yeah, it definitely did become a burden. It's not working out for you, the root cause of what you were trying to build. And it actually, maybe you had a lot of people's outside opinions. When I see 10 of Swords to me lately, and 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, it really means to me absorbing other people's opinions or letting thoughts that aren't our own rent space in our head. Okay? So I feel like 10 of Swords here, it's like your old self watching yourself, or your higher self walking past you laying on the ground. And I definitely do feel that maybe what you set out to do and build Swords are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is Aquarius's reading, so this is your energy, Aquarius, as a sword air energy. So this is not your inherent air energy. Your star card is your major arcana card. You're a fixed sign. You're stable and determined. But ending up with 10 of Swords, it's a close of a chapter. It can't get any worse than that. And I feel that the cycle is ending. This cycle of whatever you were trying to bring to fruition is ending. Okay? Present feeling? Yeah. Whew. 5 of Cups. Very distraught. Emotional loss. Purging emotional loss. You're sitting on a cliff here, hand in your head. 3 cups spilt out and 1 cup on either side of you. There's a division here. And also 10, 10, and then 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. So there is a division here. And the numbers 10 and the number 5 have to do with that. So if anybody around you possibly is related with those numbers, with 10, 10, 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, or possibly if you live near cliffs, I see like someone like, you know, cliff, like mountain climbing, cliff climbing. I see them like hoisting themselves up. It's like you're hoisting yourself up after this emotional loss. Okay. Your present feeling is that you're done with it and you are really ready to release it, and you have to release it to move forward. So choice 1, rebuild slowly with Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Knights are expansion and protection. Wand energy underlying for a knight, a court card as a knight. There wouldn't be a kingdom if there wasn't a knight, right? Because there'd be no queen, there would be no king, there would be no throne, no castle if the knights weren't out there protecting them. But with the Knight of Pentacles, they stay closer to home, and he's not riding the horse. He's walking with the horse. It's like the same energy, slowly rebuilding. But that Knight also never gives up, and his concentration is on the physical material world, home life, income, health, education, everything. One big ball of wax. Your choice 2, death. You could take the reins in your hands and have the patience to rebuild slowly, or you could just take your hands sort of off the wheel and be in the Scorpio energy here with the death card and allow the chips to fall where they may, and just allow yourself to be transformed and let things play out and see what comes out on the other side. So it's really your choice. Overall energy is the Emperor. This all has to do with your foundation. Emperor has made an appearance here quite a few times in these readings for April. Emperor is Aries major arcana card. Aries is a fire sign and a cardinal sign as well. Okay, so Aries is cardinal. The Emperor is cardinal. They take lead and the initiative. But you, rather than being a leader, you just fixed your points on a destination or a goal. And I feel like that's why this Knight of Pentacles is a better choice for you, because the Knight of Pentacles never gives up. And you're just slowly rebuilding, mapping out and planning whatever this was in your life. But I do feel it has to do with your foundation and your households. So we're going to take that Emperor as the overall energy, okay? And this Emperor and this card with the Tower of the Abyss by Anatolian is definitely surrounded by chaos, a sea of chaos, sea of turmoil. And also this Emperor is removed from the castle. He's like going out and battling in the sea to secure his foundation. I feel like you did that as well, but it didn't work out. Whatever you were building or planning, it didn't work out, and you felt stabbed in the back. For some of you, this could have been a business partner. 6 of Cups. You have a lot of nostalgia tied to a homestead. So I'm going to just say this intuitively. Whew, I feel maybe possibly some of you could have inherited a property, or you could have ties with a family, or you're the person and the Emperor of the family that's holding everything together. And it's your job to keep things status quo, as the Emperor here. And I feel there's positive and negative to that. I definitely feel there's positive and negative to that. It's important when we are in that Six of Cups energy and that nostalgia that we don't replay things that don't serve us, because we have to live in the present moment, right? So we could replay nostalgia all we want, but sometimes we remember things the way they were and sometimes the way they weren't. And I do see 3 here, which that is the 3 of Cups in the background right there. And I also see here with this 3 of Cups that's spilt. It could have been a divorce, a third-party situation that put you into this mode of what you were trying to save, what you were trying to hold on to, what you were nostalgically trying to maintain as the Emperor here. I'm going to pull one more card, and then I'm going to pull a card from the Universal Folk Oracle and close the reading. King of Wands. King of Wands is the builder, really, of the Tarot deck, I feel. Conjuring up, but with logic. A king as a court card rules with logic, that air energy. Rules over his motivations, his energy, and what he's building, right? And your burdens, your building, what you were building became a burden. So you haven't left all hope behind, because you have this King of Wands here to rule over and conjure up, like in the dark, in the forest, in the night, what you're trying to do. This is a job really for you that you're doing alone. I feel like you may have people around you, but this is really, as the Emperor here, your responsibility you have taken on in your life. And you could be masculine, feminine, whatever, but this role is tough. So it's tough. I feel like people are counting on you as well, and it's a tough role, but you haven't given up. You may be conjuring up something different to navigate around and rebuild slowly. If this has to do with land, maybe a bank is maybe taking land away from you or something like that. Maybe foreclosure or something, I'm getting intuitively. You haven't given up hope of figuring out what options you have to save it. And I feel like it's tied to a homestead. The Devil here has to do with things that aren't healthy for us, but it is it's Capricorn's major arcana card. I feel that it is like the thorn in your side, but also the thing that could help you. Because if you recognize what you're tying yourself up in and why are you doing those things if they're not healthy for you, if they're not in your best interest, because you have to care for yourself, right? Before you can care for others. So you're tied up in your roots in a way that is unhealthy. You need to revisit everything, and you're waiting for ships to come in, but that is a giant ship right there. I mean, it's standing like a giant in front of you. What you're trying to bring forth and what you're trying to navigate, what you're trying to create is bigger than life and maybe too big for you to handle. Yeah, we don't want to hear those words, but that's what I'm getting. You're working very, very hard here with the Eight of Pentacles to bring things to fruition, really. You're working so hard. Your hands are in the dirt. You're digging deep. But it's painful for you. It's 10 of Swords. So we get 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and now I got 10 of Swords again. But now you've come full cycle, because I feel you are realizing unhealthy aspects of holding on to things that have a nostalgia to them. Maybe holding on to lands. It could be family lands, something like that, Aquarius. And I feel that you're realizing now that try as you may, and working towards you want, you have to look at the really be analytical and embrace the side that shows you the wisdom of possibly the pain it's causing, because maybe it's causing more harm than good in trying to hold on to this. And yes, that is the truth, because Three of Swords here is broken contracts. Could have been a bank contract, could be foreclosure. It could be it's fragmented you because you were the one responsible to hold on to this. And I do feel it's land. I feel like it's family land. So please note in the comments below, because I'm very interested to see what's going on. I feel like this is like a very my family owned a farm in England in the 1800s, early 1900s, and they lost it. I've looked it up. I've even called the people, contacted them, and it's really interesting because a totally different family owns it now, and it's flourishing. But there's still a little bit of an ache in my heart. I'm like, oh wow, we owned that once, right? And I feel you're carrying that ache. I feel that you feel responsible for the future generations because you lost it. But sometimes things happen and you can't hold on to things to the point where they destroy you. Sometimes you have to let it go. This is really a big decision for you. You don't know which mask to wear. You have your personal mask and your personal life, and then you have that family business mask, and you're really at a crossroads right now. There's an Ace of Pentacles here, and you have a new initiative. Now, it could be you have worked out a way to try to save this. It could be that you're redirecting and manifesting your own wishes. But with the Ace of Pentacles here, I see all of the tree like falling on the back. I feel like you haven't given up yet and you are still trying. So I'm going to pull a card from the Universal Folk Oracle deck and close the reading for you. This was a really deep reading and very specific. So please let me know what's going on. I'm really interested to see what it is. I definitely feel it's like a farm or a ranch or something like that that's been in the family for generations. Remembrance. Woo, can't make this stuff up. 2 + 9, 29. Remembering, love, loss, healing. Really a perfect card for this reading because remembrance is what this is all about. But healing, when we lose something that's so significant to us with that nostalgic love. Beginnings, adjustment, shedding, new, release. So you have two sides of a coin here. You could be stuck in remembrance, which is 29, and then you also have 19, okay? But you have 9 and 9. So either way, I feel with number 9, it's like it reminds me of 9 of Pentacles, which is that self-sufficiency. I feel either way you go, you're going to find your way. With new beginnings is a transformation. So when I see the snake here in this card, that is all about that transformative Scorpio energy. So death and rebirth. Gifted. Fertility, creativity, growth space. There may be a new direction that you're going to go if either one of these are not the road for you, or if this does not pan out. You're gifted enough to create growth and space of a new beginning. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Namaste. I pray you find your way, and I'll see you next time. Bye.